Few days ago, I asked myself, what if I could go back in time and advise my younger self about profitability in forex trading? And I discovered that it's going to take me less than a year to become profitable if I could actually go back in time and advise my younger self about profitability. The first thing, I'm going to tell my younger self if I'm just starting forex today is that, Emmanuel, please and please do not trade prop firm. Do not trade prop firm. Now, this may sound a little bit controversial. Why? Because mentors will tell you, prop firm is the easiest way to scale up your capital. But as a newbie, do not trade prop firm. It was not designed for you to be profitable. The rules are not in your favor. As a newbie, if you fund your $200 and you lose $100, you can tell yourself, okay, I don't want to trade forex. No, this is not for me. Psychology, I'm not mentally ready for this, and you leave, you withdraw your remaining $100 and you go. But prop firm, no. Once you purchase the account, there are two things involved. You either make profits and withdraw, or the prop firm win. And in forex, we have just 10% out of 100 that are profitable, but in prop firm we have 0.5. So what is your chance? What is your chance of succeeding among the 0.5 people that are succeeding in prop firm? The rules are not created for you. Prop firm was for mentors to be rich. I would want to talk more about this. So the second thing that I wouldn't do, whenever you tell yourself, I am done trading for the day, Emmanuel, please leave the computer or drop your phone, leave your trading office and take a walk. You can go and spend time with your family, watch movies, because there are days where I've not just lost my profit, I have lost my trading account after making decent profit. Now, for example, just wake up in the morning during the London session full of energy, see a nice setup and bang, huge profit, and I'm happy, right? After that, I tell myself I'm done for the day. I leave the office and go to the sitting room to watch movie with my wife, and next thing I'm going through my phone, seeing a setup that does not look like a setup, and let me risk a little. Next thing is going against me. I'm adding to my losses, keep on going, and later I started using the hope strategy. Why? Because I don't just want to cut the loss, and before you know, I wind up losing the profit, and not just the profit, I wind up losing my account. So whenever I tell myself I am done for the day, please close your computer, close your phone, and just take a walk. Another thing that I will want to focus on, I think this has to do with the charts, right? I want to treat each day as a plain slate. The market has no memory. So yesterday's loss should not affect my today's decision. There are times whereby I have taken 5-6 losses in a row and I am afraid to take my next setup. Emmanuel, please do not doubt a setup or a strategy that is built on probability. If you know the win rate, you can take 10 losses in a row. If you see your setup the 11th time, take it if it meets all your market criteria. To tell my friends or family that I trade forex. As a newbie, don't make this mistake. It will allow your friends and family to place unrealistic expectations on you. You might want to keep it a secret till you start making money. Real money from the market before you tell them. Because if you tell them you're trading forex, as for my case, the days that my family will meet me are the days when I'm taking my biggest loss. Emmanuel, how's your trading going? And I'll tell them it is going well, but deep down I'm bleeding, deep down I'm seeing red, and I have to just give them a fake smile, or because I don't want them to give me a wrong advice. If this thing is not working, get a proper job, get an actual job. So you might want to keep it to yourself when you're starting. Don't tell them. Don't forget, evidence cancels argument. You are not there to prove, you are there to make money from the market. The third thing that you will do, or the third thing that I will advise myself to do if I'm starting forex today, is that, Emmanuel, please trade demo account. Do not fund your live account till you know the win rate of your strategy. And how do you know the win rate of your strategy? Percentage are measured over 100, right? So you need to take that setup or that strategy 100 times to know the win rate. If you win 70 and you lose 30, it means your strategy has a win rate of 70% and a losing rate of 30%. So it means out of 100 trades, you're going to win 70 and lose 30. You cannot get this data in a month. So because you cannot get 100 setup from one pair, in a month. You will need to trade this setup for about 2 to 3 months for you to collect this data. And please, when you want to fund your demo account, do not fund $50,000. No. Please fund an amount you can afford to fund when going live. It is I think it is stupidity to fund 100,000 demo account, and when you're going live you are funding $100. You are working wrong on your psychology. You are affecting yourself because you are not used to take risk on a $100 account. So when you want to open a demo account, please fund minimum $300, $200, or $100. Manage risk on this account. When you are going live, it will be easy for you to trade your $200. Why? Because this is what you've been doing on your demo account, right? The fourth thing, this might be the most important one among them. So if you're still watching at this moment, I want you to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and also drop your experience in the comment section. If I'm to advise myself, the next thing I will say is please focus on structure. Focus on structure. Do not chase volume, chase setup. Whenever market is making a new high, whenever market is shifting structure, don't just jump into the trade. Wait for minimum 50 to 60% retracement of that swing, and that is when you should start looking for either a continuation or what's it called, or a reversal. And their continuation setups and their reversal setups, Emmanuel, you should know that the OTE setup will not work in a wrong structure. So a bullish optimal time entry or OTE setup will not work in a bearish. In fact, it's a liquidity. A bullish setup in the bearish trend is a liquidity. So wait for setups in the right structure. If you align setups and structure, you're going to make a lot of money. So this is a raw advice I'm giving to myself. I'm going to make this video series. I don't want it to get boring. I don't want it to get too long. So I'm going to be releasing, or I'm going to drop in the part 2 soon. Please hit the like button and subscribe, and also drop your experience in the comment section. Peace out, guys.